Hey guys, good morning. So I had some extra free time this morning. I have about an hour before I need to leave for school and everything for the day, and I thought today was just the perfect day to start Freida McFadden's new thriller book, The Crash. I bought this book literally when it came out and have yet to read it, so I'm super excited to get into it. I'm going to go ahead and read the back for those of you that haven't heard of it. So up here it said, the nightmare she's running from is nothing compared to where she's headed. Tegan is 8 months pregnant, alone, and desperately wants to put her crumbling life in the rearview mirror. So she hits the road, not realizing she's heading straight into a blizzard. Hours later, when Tegan is stranded in rural Maine with a dead car and broken ankle, she worries she's made a terrible mistake. Then a miracle occurs. She is rescued by a couple who offers her a room in their warm cabin until the snow clears. But something isn't right. Staying here may have been her most deadly mistake yet. And then it says, a gut-wrenching story of motherhood, survival, and twisted expectations. New York Times bestselling author Freida McFadden delivers a snowbound thriller that will chill you to the bone. This sounds absolutely so good. I'm so excited to get into it. I love Freida McFadden, and okay, so I'm done reading for the morning. I just got to page 103, chapter 19. I am really loving this book so far. As always, her writing is just so incredible. So the main character, Tegan, she's already at the stranger's house in the snowstorm, and so I'm really curious to see what else happens in this book. I'm really curious to see where it goes from here. And yeah. Okay, so it's 8 p.m. now, but I just started reading a little bit again, and I got to the second part of the book. So this book is split into parts, but this is part 2, the day before the crash. Okay, so the second part of the book, starting from chapter 20, the book starts going into different characters' point of views as well. I did not think that was gonna happen with this story. I was not expecting that, but I like it, and I think it's gonna make it even that much more interesting than it already is, because this book is so good so far. Okay, I know I've been inputting a lot recently in this clips, but so these chapters that are in a different character's point of view go over the same exact timelines and the same scenes and stuff, but just from a different point of view, and we learn different things as readers. And I just put the little hints together, and I'm oh my gosh, I think I kind of know what happens, but Freida McFadden always surprises me, and oh my goodness, I am shocked, and the plot twist hasn't even happened yet, but I'm thinking of things, and I'm oh my gosh, wait, she is so good. This book is so good. Okay, so it's the next morning. I got to page 318 last night, so there's not much of the book left, so I'm hoping I can finish it this morning with my little time that I have before I have to go to school. Chapter 62. Okay, literally already in the epilogue, which is page 351. I feel like that went by very fast. It kind of ended very fast. I really love this epilogue, by the way. There's it's split into different characters' point of views just in the epilogue as well. There's a couple pages from her, a couple pages from the wife character, and then there's actually a few pages from the husband character as well on this next page, and we haven't seen any POV from him at all throughout the whole book, so it's really interesting that he has a few pages in the epilogue. I can't wait to get to those pages and read that. goodness, so I just finished the book. I literally finished that like almost exactly in 24 hours, which is so funny. But wow, that was absolutely insane. That was like everything I expected it to be. It definitely reached and like exceeded my expectations. Freida McFadden is literally the best thriller writer ever. I love this book. I am gonna give it, I want to give it 5 stars, at least 4.5 or 5. I don't know yet. It was a literally such a great book though. Wow. But I'll leave my final thoughts and reviews on my Goodreads. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so glad I read this book. I wanted to read it ever since I bought it when it first came out. I've just been like waiting to read it. So I'm very glad that I did, and oh my gosh, I loved it. Reading a good book like just feels so good. Like it just feels so rewarding. It's like, oh my goodness. But yeah, bye guys.